First of all, I clearly need to wash my hair. But, and I got a junky closet. But, today's therapy note is for individuals who decide to develop long-term relationships with individuals who have documented mental health diagnoses. Now, before anybody get rah-rah, because I done had enough of that this week, I'm not saying people with mental health issues don't deserve or shouldn't be in long-term relationships. What the piece that I'm speaking about is when you decide to get involved with someone with a severe mental health disorder, you need to educate yourself. You need to educate yourself on what that looks like for you. What is that care? What are the repercussions? What are the symptoms? What can that look like in my day-to-day life? And again, I'm not saying you can't handle it, but we all think we can handle stuff sometimes until we're in it. You need to really be honest with yourself about what that looks like. And so I'm not saying just say, nah, I can't handle this. What I'm saying is you need to create systems for the person and yourself when they're having an episode. So specifically, I'm speaking about bipolar 1 and 2. Bipolar 1 is more severe and a lot of times requires hospitalization. That bipolar is a mix of manic and depressive behaviors. Manic, a person is very upbeat, they're happy, they're excited, they're productive, all of these things. And without any necessarily particular trigger for everybody, because everybody is different, they can go into a severe depressive state. Cannot get out of bed, not eating, not cooking, not taking care of pets, not taking care of kids. And so, and depression can often, depending on what you got going on already, what y'all couple dynamic is already, if you're already drinking and things of that nature, then alcohol will for sure enhance some of the symptoms. Not only that, you have to make sure, well, you don't have to make sure, but if you don't, I'm sure there will be some symptoms that your person is taking their medication. Like, I know you don't want to be a bed nurse, or I know you don't want to be that type of person, but if you're not, this is what comes along with a person who has been diagnosed and is actively managing their disorder. But if they stop taking their medication, there may be some symptoms. If there are any kind of stressors, and you never know. And so you should be honest with yourself about your bandwidth when dealing with someone who will need grace and care. And it will be more than just the regular relationship dynamic. Can you handle these things? I have so many people in my practice right now who have family members and partners, and they're struggling to deal with their mental health symptoms. And without the knowledge that some of this is what it's tied to, then you could just be victim blaming instead of looking at and educating yourself on the disorder and the symptoms and the treatment. And are you supporting this person that you chose to get in a relationship with this disorder, or are you throwing it back up in their face when something happens? Because there's plenty of people out there doing that as well. So I really take a step back and look at your situation and be honest with yourself. I personally know I don't have the bandwidth to do it. Just like somebody may not have the bandwidth to deal with me because I got a bad knee and a bad back and we can't go hiking forever because it's going to take us forever, you know? But that is what it is. It's a personal choice. If they choose me, they're going to have to walk slow, or we're going to have to do separate hobbies, you know? And it's just what it is. If they're going to be with me. And so you have to be mindful that everything your partner is going through will at some point affect your life, good, bad, or ugly. That is a thing. So take care of yourselves. Make sure you're educating yourselves on a partner's disorder, or even if you're considering getting into a relationship with someone who has a diagnosed mental health disorder. Just make sure you educate yourself on the type of support that they actually need. Have a good one. Modern day sex therapist. I'm out of here. I'm going to see midget wrestling tonight with my kid. Peace out.